have my tripod. We're live. Hello, everybody. Let's see who comes in. I'm with my friend Brad. Brad, what's your handle on YouTube?
Traveling Jones.
Traveling Jones, not to be confused with traveling Pat D's. What's Pat D's? Traveling Picker or traveling something. So you guys, we are on our way. Let's see who's here. What's going on here on the highway? I'm so nosy. I always need to know what's going on. What was all that stuff on the side of the road?
I don't know. A little car broke it down there, I believe.
I have no idea. All right, let's see who's here. I can't even see. Susan! Hi, Susan. Schreiker! Okay, so this is Brad, and look at what we're towing, you guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're towing a big trailer. And, so I bought 3 storage units, like I was saying last night, and we went down yesterday. What a fiasco!
I
I
jumped on last night and heard your story.
Oh my God, what a fiasco, right? And just a million thanks to this guy. He held his cool so much. I was like sweating. It was so crazy. So much like just drama yesterday between the not enough funds in the one account and then not having my driver's license. So, yeah, so we're heading down. We're going down to get the storage units. I just got my shipping done. Brad, are you finished working for the day?
I think so. You never know with my job. But
He might be finished working for the day. And I was just asking Brad, hi, everybody coming in. Let me see. Toilet Girl, hello. Captain Spaulding, welcome in. Let me see who else is here. You guys, if I don't say hi, I'm sorry. The sun is really bright, so I'm keeping my sunglasses on, and I need my glasses to be able to see the chat. But so yeah, so Brad and I met, and he buys storage units, like I was saying. But he, as you can see by the big trailer that we're hauling, he loves furniture, right? So it's a really great relationship because he gives me his smalls, and I give him my furniture. So, like I said, these storage units that I bought, one of them is, well, we don't know what it is.
yeah, don't know until we get there.
So I'm going to interrogate him. All right, you guys, you ready for the interrogation? He's like, uh-oh.
You're the interviewer.
I'm the interviewer. So how did you get into storage unit buying?
I am an absolute cliche. It was from Storage Wars.
From Storage Wars?
Yeah, and I was a very early adopter. Here's a quick synopsis. Let me back up from that. About 20 years ago, I had a friend who'd gotten into some trouble and had lost his storage room that had his business items in it, and he could not go and bid on that, and he asked me if I would go to the storage auction and if I would bid on his room, and I said yes. I'd never been before. He told me where it was, and I drove up, and I actually went to my first storage auction probably about 20 or so years ago. Did not win his room back, but I connected him with the winning bidder, who is a well-known storage buyer in this area, and he was able to go buy his business stuff back from that gentleman. So another 10 years or so passed, and I'm watching a show called Storage Wars, and I thought that looked interesting, and I remembered having gone to one years before. It was not quite as with all the drama and the background music as the TV show, but it looked pretty similar. And I actually had a job at that time with a colleague who had some trade show materials in several storage rooms around our state in Florida, including one in South Florida where Donna and I live. And my company asked me if I would go down there and clean that storage room out. That colleague had to leave for medical reasons, and they no longer wanted to keep it. And they said, you can do whatever you want to do with the stuff. So I went down, and it was a lot of trinkets and trade show stuff and props and things like that. And I brought it home and I sold it at a yard sale, and lo and behold, I made a few $100s. And at that time, I was watching the show, and I had cleaned out and sold a storage room and made a little money, so I was feeling pretty cocky. And I did a little research online, and I found some local storage auctioners. And I went to my first storage auction and bought my first room that had a pressure washer in it that I wanted. So I didn't make money on the first room, but I got a great deal on a nearly new pressure washer. The next room I went to, the next auction I went to, I bought a room, and the worst possible thing could happen happened. I made money. So I got the stuff and I sold it, and I made about 4 times my money, and I was hooked. And it had a lot of had a lot of vintage pottery that had a story behind it, had a lot of baseball cards, and it had some history in it, which fascinated me. So it had all the ingredients to get me hooked. And after that, I was in. So I've been doing it for about 10 years, and I did get to do it for about 6 or 7 years while the auctions were traditional live auctions. And then I was working when the online auctions were introduced. And then, as any of you who do this know, when COVID hit, it was sort of like the final death knell. It kicked over all the auctions to online, so we're all doing them online.
Yeah, to be honest with you, even before COVID kicked in and they discontinued the, the walk-up live auctions, I never did them because so around here, as you know, it's the same people.
Yeah,
it's the same group. They all know each other. They all respect each other.
And they don't like newcomers.
They don't like newcomers, and they basically allow each other to win the units. Maybe they divvy up the stuff. They're all flea market people.
Yeah, particularly down in Miami. Now, I will say this: the people in Palm Beach County were a tight group at that time. But ultimately, I won them over, and we became pretty good friends. And,
did you?
Yeah, and they worked pretty well with me. But yeah, there's some behind the scenes shenanigans going on with
absolutely.
The pros in the big money rooms, especially. They have little signals to let each other know they're going to back out and let one guy have it, and that there's going to be some splitting up or divvying up after the auction.
And I went, and I'm super friendly. Like, I love people, and I'll talk to people, and I was trying to get into the group and get into the groove with these people. Like, right away you can tell that they're all they're connected.
It takes time.
Yeah, and they were having nothing to do with me. They were having nothing to do with me. They weren't even making conversation with me. Nothing. So it kind of turned me off of it. I really, really enjoy, from the comfort of my own home, just getting a cup of coffee and just going online and bidding online. I've been bidding online for years. Years and years I've been bidding online. So, I just prefer doing it that way. I don't enjoy live auctions.
Well, it's certainly a lot less time. If you invest a lot of time shuffling around those storage facilities, looking at rooms, and of course you have to look at every one.
It's a whole day.
Yeah, it's a full day at least. And I mean, if it's a route, if it's a caravan, it can be 2 or 3 days.
Yep. I've been to a caravan, and it was 3 solid days of going to look at storage units. And then, don't forget, down here in South Florida, you guys, the heat is tremendous. And you're literally, some of the people had umbrellas, but, you're standing out in that hot sun, walking from unit to unit. Like, some storage units, when they were doing the live auctions, they'd have as many as 40 units up for sale. You're looking at 40 units, walking from unit to unit, giving everybody a chance to peek into it, people lining up. Oh my gosh, it's like, no thanks, no thanks at all. It's too much work. It's too much work. It's exhausting. You come home from a day of doing that, and you're basically exhausted. You're exhausted. So there was some units that went up for sale today, and I was on Storage Treasures. As a matter of fact, I did a short. I was on Storage Treasures, and I was getting the spinning wheel. And I finally reached out to Storage Treasures, and I said, I did a short. You can see it in my thing. I said, are you having a problem with the site? And they responded, what kind of problems are you having? I'm like, I'm getting this, spinning wheel, and it's saying that there's nothing to be shown here. And so the guy responds back. It wasn't a robot, it was an actual person. And the guy responds back, we've been having difficulties since last week. We're diligently working to try to correct the problem. I'm like, all right, see ya. How do you bid on units when you're constantly getting...
They actually took the site down one night. They took it down for about 24 hours.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I was
Okay, sorry about the shakiness. I don't have my my mount because we're in Brad's truck today, of course, pulling the big trailer. I get so excited with the big trailer. Anyway, so we are about there. I kind of wanted to just come on really quick and let you guys know what's going on in a day in the life of Donna, going back down, spending the day with my friend Brad. And if I find anything like really exciting, you guys, stay tuned. Make sure you hit the bell notification, be subscribed. If we find anything really cool, we'll go live from the storage unit. I'm definitely going to do some video, so you guys will see some video. And I put up a stream, you guys, for 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be going live. T is on the road as we speak. She's traveling back home to North Carolina. She won't be joining me tonight. I don't know if I'll be alone. I don't know if Schreiker's coming on. I don't know if we'll have a special guest. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. And let me see if I can just say hello to some people in the chat, because I wasn't... Whoa, he's got a fast car. Junebug, hi, honey. She says, love you, Donna. Don't work too hard. Thank you. Hi, Jenny. How are you, honey? Marilyn Gotti. They go to public storage and bid low, and then... I can't see it. And then go outside and play knockout.
Yeah, she knows the knockout game.
And the winner who bids in the next highest pays the first 3 people $100 each. They cheat. Ah,
that's
interesting. Mr. Tasman, welcome. Welcome. Thanks you guys for coming in. Hi, Denise. Mimi Resells is in the house. And let's see who else is here. All right, I think I got to the bottom, and we're here. We are pulling in.
I feel like I've been here before.
I feel like I've been here before, too. It seems so strange.
But we've got money this time.
I have a deja vu. We have money and we have IDs. You guys, just my final tip before I go, if you're buying storage units, the number 1 tip, make sure you have money. The number 2 tip, make sure you have an ID. And with that being said, we're going in, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Bye. Bye.